Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championships. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 16, Week 4, Round 1. This is the last week of this 5v5 season. For this round, my opponent is named Kyle Katarn, which is apparently the name of a character in the expanded Star Wars universe. I looked it up. It said he was a Force-sensitive male who was a mercenary and then worked for the Rebel Alliance and eventually became a Jedi, and he used a green lightsaber. So I'd never heard of him before this, but apparently my opponent is a fan. So let's look at the matchup. All right, looking at the overview of the hotbot, you can see my opponent only has a couple slivers of red on his side. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. Even though all the statistics favor my side, I do want to point out Kyle Katarn is a really strong GAC player. He's got 632,000 lifetime banners. Also, his best score in a season is almost 52,000, which is also excellent. He's got over 1,500 offensive wins, over 500 defends, 368 undersized battles, and 126 clears. My opponent is a really strong player and a nice guy. Reached out to me in game and we both wished each other luck, so that was very nice. Looking at our breakdown of our rosters, I do have about a 600,000 GP advantage overall. I also have slight advantages in top 80 and top 65. I have a few more Zetas than he does and a decent speed advantage, about 20 average speed on our top 80. And I also have more Gear 13s and more Gear 12s. Looking at our mods, I have an advantage here as well. 196 to 140 6-dot mods. I also have more high-end speed secondary mods. And when we come to the relics, I also have an advantage in overall relic levels, but my opponent, like usual, has more tier 7 relic characters. He's got 7 tier 7s and I still only have 2. Looking at our meta characters and key characters, I have Jedi Knight Luke and he does not. And finally in ships, he actually has the advantage here. We both have 7-star Negotiator Malevolences, but his are both a little faster than mine. So let's take a closer look at his roster and see if anything jumps out. He is running Negotiator in Fleet Arena. He's running a Gas 501st team in Squad Arena. You can see his Relic 7s there up top. Gas, Jedi Retraining Rey, 5s, Grievous, Malak, and Dooku, along with General Kenobi on the second row. He's got most of the relics you would expect. There's nothing that stands out exceptionally odd here at all. He does have his Resistance Hero Bros both at Relic 5, even though he doesn't appear to be going for Rey yet, but he's Relic both of them up. They are strong characters though, so maybe he just liked them. His Darth Revan, you can see there, is only Gear 12, even though other members of that team, Malak and Bastila Unfallen, do have relics on them. Otherwise, everything seems to be pretty much in order. He doesn't have any teams that are really lacking. So based on his roster and his stats, I'm expecting a really tough battle here today. All right, we have just over 5 hours remaining in the attack phase. I'm not sure if I have enough time to get all my attacks in right now, but I think we can get started. Let's look at the board. And my opponent has attacked. All right, let's see what he did. I set a very tough defense once again. Looking at his history, it really did look like he went heavy offense, and so I was trying to stop him. So down here on the bottom, he one-shot my Gas and one-shot my Padme. I switched up my Padme team a little bit and put Shock T on that squad. And in the back, he 3-shot my Dooku, which I'm surprised. That's actually the team I'm thinking about taking off of my defense, but maybe not. He one-shot my Grievous with Newt. Up top here, he one-shot my CLS, and I think he might be the first opponent to do that. And then I put my Jedi Training Rey on defense, and I put my R2 with them, and he one-shot them as well. But he seems to have gotten stuck on my Darth Revan squad. I'm not sure that he has anything left. Maybe he does, but 2 tries so far and hasn't gotten anybody down there. I changed things up this time and I kept all my meta ship teams for offense. Part of that was just what he sets on defense, and part of that was just getting tired of dropping battles in fleet on offense. So I put weaker ships back here on defense, and it turned out he didn't get to them anyway, so that ended up working out. All right, his defense. He has a Newt squad with that Relic 7 Dooku and Nest. He's got a strong Geos team, and he has this really tough Grievous squad. This is the squad that gets me worried the most. Then down low here, he's got a Bosk Bounty Hunters and a Night Sisters team. So the one thing that I'm really thankful for, and I guess a criticism from my opponent, would be that I think he probably should have put at least one of those really tough teams, either the Geos or his Grievous, down here on the bottom to protect the back. As it is, I'm going to get a almost free look, I feel like, getting to see what's in the back so I can decide what I want to use. But it works out for me, so I'm going to try and take advantage. I'll start with this Bosk squad, and for that, I'm going to take my Geos. And we will go to work. We'll go after Mando first, as he is the only one who could really ruin my day. And we'll see if we can get him out. Yeah, before Bosk even gets his taunt up. So that's great. And unfortunately, I have a an ability block there on Poggle, which is unfortunate. I actually meant to hit Greedo there, not Bosk as well, but now we're stuck. So we'll just work our way through Bosk, but his protection's all gone. We'll get a heal up on the next heal. Actually, we should be going after Boba here so he doesn't just one-shot somebody. And I actually wasn't paying attention there. I think maybe my spy wasn't stealth there when I took big hit, which would be unfortunate if that was the case. But like I said, I wasn't really paying attention. And here's my heal. And this should be a 60. Alright, next up are these Night Sisters, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Bounty Hunters for that. Between Boba's Execute and Jango having the Zedon is unique, and Mando's Disintegrate, we have a lot of ways to get rid of these Night Sisters without letting them come back. And even though Acolyte is in there and can stealth, between burning from Jango and Jango's big hit and Boba's AoE, hopefully we have enough. In fact, let's just see if we can get her down almost now. Let's see if we can. Bummer. Because Jango's was an assist, it didn't count as the kill shot. So that's unfortunate. That's alright. Let's get burning up. And let's see if we can execute Acolyte. There we go. Alright, so she's gone. And let's heal up. And let's see if we can get our contract here. Let's get a big hit on Daka. She's only gear 11. I don't think this will take her out. Nope. But a decent hit nonetheless. Ouch. Let's keep working on the contract. And get our taunt back up. And what am I on my contract? 90%. Alright, let's just finish that off. And there we go. Let's get some ability blocks. And put some work in on Talzin. I'm not used to them being, only gear 11. They die too fast almost. Put a big hit on Talzin, so she's gone. Let's go ahead and hit Asajj with the Disintegrate. She's gone. And let's take a sec and make sure we are full on protection and health. I think we are. So we can go ahead and kill Daka right here. And that should do it. Alright, so another 60 there. And let's see what he left for me in the back. Any surprises? We got Mon Mothma and a Karth team. Alright, I think we're just going to take these two out. They're neither one of us a particularly tough team, I don't think. And they're not going to influence what I do up top at all, I don't think. So we'll go with this Karth squad, and we're going to take them out with Crew. And so we are going to go ahead and mass assist on Mission, see if we can just get her out. Not quite. Let's go ahead and get some turn meter going. And we will go ahead and stun Zalbar. See if we can't kill Mission. Almost. This should do it on Mission. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and give it back to crew so we can stun Zalbar again, and we can try and get Karth out. And let's start working on Canderous. Keep getting the turn meter going. Strip that off there and keep working on Canderous. And we're back onto Zalbar. And that's fine. We did get the healing immunity and now a stun. But Canderous stole all our protection, so that is a bummer. But we're going to go ahead and go after him again. Let's clear the taunt from Zalbar and pile on Canderous. See if we can't get enough healing up here to get all our protection back. We'll just try and keep them both stunned as much as possible. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, it didn't matter. I was going to say Hux didn't have advantage, so he wasn't going to reset Crew's cooldown, but Crew's cooldown was already reset, so it was okay. Alright, let's pile on Juhani this time. And so we're just missing protection from Hux and from First Order Officer. So we're going to keep passing it back and forth here to see if we can't get Hux at least up. And let's just go ahead and finish it. We'll get a 59, but that'll be fine. Alright, and that brings us to this Mon Mothma squad. I checked their speeds. They're all significantly slower than my troopers. So we're going to try and go really light here and hit them with the troopers and see if we can take them out this way. So we will have to dig through this Baze, but Baze is only gear 11, not super thick. So we're gonna kill him off first. Then we'll take down Biggs. And get their cooldowns reduced or pushed back. And let's see if we can get rid of Chirrut here and all of his counterattacks. And there we go. Only 58 because of all of those counterattacks, but I will take that. So 2 zones cleared. And we are only a little bit behind. We've got these 3 teams up here to try and clear to get to the back. By far and away, the toughest is going to be this Grievous squad, so we're going to go after that. We're going to take our Revan squad, but instead of Obi-Wan, we're going to take Jedi Knight Luke. Now, this might be a mistake, because if this fails, then I don't have a Jedi Knight Luke team to use. But I think putting Jedi Knight Luke on there is going to be enough to get this to work. I hope. So, let's go ahead and pass it over to Luke, and then let's stun everybody and bring them all out. And let's go ahead and call Luke. And B2's down. And let's go ahead and steal buffs and put up Foresight. And we're going to actually just go straight after Grievous. I think with Luke here, I have enough damage that I can just get him down. I hope. Almost. And let's call. There we go. Alright. So that worked out really well. Let's go after Droideka. This ended up being a fairly expensive counter. Go ahead and using Luke as well, but if I can get it down without fear of losing anybody, then that's definitely a win in my book. Do that. Let's try and heal a little bit. What are we missing? Looks like on Revan a little bit, and on Bastila a little bit. See if we can't get close to full banners. And looks like we're missing some on Yoda as well. So 57, I will definitely take that. Alright, next toughest is these Geos. And so we're going to take Vader with Thrawn. We're also going to throw in Watt and Sith Empire Trooper. Watt just for a little more damage, and Sith Empire Trooper just to catch any strays. So we'll put that on Vader from the get-go. Force Crush, and we will Merciless. Now, interesting difference here is Soldier is the one that is relicked, not Spy. So it's Brood Alpha and Soldier who have relics. So I'm going to go ahead and go after Alpha first. Normally I'd go after Spy first, but turns out I was able to get him out with just a basic. And now we'll be able to do that to the Brood. Ooh. You know what? I think I made a mistake. I meant to save Thrawn for my Traya squad for that Newt team. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. We shall see. In any event, let's go ahead and Force Crush and Merciless again, and let's end this. There goes Soldier. There goes Poggle, and we are just left with Sun Fac. Alright, which leaves us to this Newt team. Now, the reason I wanted to keep Thrawn was just to fracture Dooku so he couldn't do a bunch of counterattacks on me, and I'm not going to be able to do that. So we're going to go ahead and bring them. I'm going to just trust that I can 4-man it then, since I use Sith Empire Trooper and I don't have Thrawn. I'm just going to 4-man it, and if it doesn't work, that's okay. I have Night Sisters left and some other squads as well. And we'll see if this works. I will go ahead and hope that I didn't totally screw myself by not keeping Thrawn. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's strip all of those away. And we're going to actually isolate Dooku so that he... And we'll go from there. Let's go ahead and pay some of this extortion, though. And this might have been a really not good counter. Let's do that. We'll get rid of all of those debuffs. Hell by Hatred's up, which is good. Let's start going after Jango. So that's one death. And we'll go ahead and take the counterattacks. We'll save the second ability. And let's go ahead and kill Dooku. And that nest, even though she's there, is only gear 11, so I think I shouldn't have problems killing her, even if I don't want to wait for my Annihilate to come up. Let's pay that off. Let's take out Newt. Let's see if we can take out Nest here. Oh, there we go. Nice. Alright, so not amazing banners, but through it, even without Thrawn there to help me. Which opens up the back. Let's take a look at what's back there. And Empire and Rebels. So we'll go ahead and go after the Rebels with Galactic Republic. And we'll go in a little light, because I think I can do it at least one spot open. And I like to try to take out, well, the Falcon was available. That was probably pretty dumb. I should have just went after the Falcon, but I wasn't really thinking about it in terms of him being available. So let's go after him now. He's gonna make himself unavailable. I really was just worried about getting that shield disruptor from the Y-Wing put on me, and I should have just tried to take the opportunity when I had it. That was dumb. Let's go ahead and... do I want to heal or do I want to hit big hit? Let's do big hit. Almost. There we go. And now we are looking at just the Falcon left. Strip all those away. Ah, bummer. So had I brought in somebody else to get a heal, maybe I would have not lost anybody. So, unfortunate. Probably bad planning. But it's fine. It's over. Done in one. Happy about that. Which leaves us to my recent nemesis, the Empire. But this time I have my Malevolence. So we'll just bring the Separatists, and I think that should be enough. And already have a target lock, which means they already have a taunt up, and that's okay. I'll spread these Buzz droids. And their TIE Bomber is only 5 stars, so we should be able to work through him relatively quickly here. Put some new Buzzies. Let's get Vader's ship out of here. We're gonna yeah, we'll go ahead and bring in the spy and kill Vader with that, and get rid of him. 50, 65. Take that every time. And there it is, the full clear. So that is it. 2125 to 1492. I had a really good time planning for this one, trying to figure out what I could keep for offense while still setting as hard a defense as possible. So I want to thank Kyle Katarn for the battle. It was definitely enjoyable. I want to thank all of you for watching, and I will see you again next round.